All right, what's up, my guys? We are back in line once again. I feel like it's been forever. Uh Last week we plugged a little pre-recorded episode from a couple weeks before, so it seems like it's been a long time. Glad to be back. You know, we were on spring break out of school for a while, but we're back in action. So excited to be here. What's up, Tiggy Nation?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic, JT. It's been, like you said, it's been a minute. Back. Completely on me why it took an extra week, and I'll wear that. But yeah, just super excited, and just excited to chop it up again.
Me too. It's gonna be nice. So, I mean, it's been a while, Tiggy Nation. What's been going on? I know you went on a nice little trip there. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So, I think I talked about it last time. I was heading to. I've been saying a lot. I need to get out of the.
Okay, let's pause real quick. I've been saying like, and I've always done that.
Yeah.
But I want to stop doing that. You know, I just feel like there we go. But that's
a good like.
That was okay. Yeah. I just feel as if when you run it back and you listen to yourself and saying like, it just sounds to me like I sound so unintelligent.
Yes, I agree. Same, because I feel the same whenever I talk. It seems like I say a lot before I talk, like I'm contemplating if that's even what I believe I'm saying. You know what I mean? It makes it seem like I am just not even fully giving my honest opinion on what I'm talking, or I'm questioning it.
Right.
And I hate it, and I'm not. And I am actively trying to not say it right now, because I feel like I would have been, like that's, and I got to get out of it. We both got to get out of it. So this episode, we're going to get out of it.
You know what? Yes, we are. And I just said, that's going to be one of our homeworks. And you know what? I am going to write it down as a goal of mine right now, because I do not want to forget.
I like it.
Stop saying like. That's a good one. That's a good goal. You know, when someone, see, I almost did it, but I'm catching myself now. When you think of what are your goals, right? You don't think of little things like that. So I think that's a really good goal of ours that we just put in place. Proud of us.
Look at us. We're 2 minutes in and we're already giving goals. So that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to my week. 2 weeks ago, I talked about it. I was going on a golf trip with a couple buddies, like from high school and grade school. And then Connor is, my best friend from grade school. He kind of hooked it all up. He had the condo and everything, and he invited a couple of his guys who he's met. He's traveled to South Carolina a lot throughout his life, and graduate school and stuff like that. So with all of that, a couple other buddies who we maybe met at the wedding or just in passing, didn't really know them, all were together. So it was like 4 guys from, Wheeling Central and around the area, and 4 guys who were either Charleston or South Carolina or DC or Pittsburgh, who have just met Connor throughout his life.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really cool, because you never know how that's going to react when you bring friends of friends. You know what I mean? When it's like everyone kind of has a couple groups of friends. Be like, hey, these are my hockey friends. These are my football friends. These are my gaming friends. And when you all combine them, you don't know how it's actually going to go.
For sure. Mm-hmm.
So it was interesting. It was super cool, though. Everyone was very vibey. It was a great time. We went out every night. We were there and just had a grand old time. Like, everyone was on the same page. It was really cool. The golf was awesome. A lot more humid and wet compared to out here in the heat, but your boy came back with some hardware.
Oh,
with some hardware. We got first place team, and also the MVP right here.
No way.
Bang.
What? No way. That's legit, dude.
And the thing is, I'm not the greatest golfer, but I played up from my potential. I played above my weight class. on a couple of the rounds. And I also, every single day, I never lost. Whoever I was with, we always won. I won like every single match. So it was really cool. Obviously, it helps winning, but it was just a really good time. And I was happy. I played well. I was just really happy. And it was a sick trip. And Connor said we're going to try to do it annually, which I think is amazing, and do it right after the Masters. And I'm like, book it. I'm absolutely excited. Plus, because we don't have to pay for the lodging. So it's like quick flight there, boom, there, bingo, bango, bongo. Too easy. Too easy. I was worried I wouldn't get back on time because another guy was flying to Texas. His flights kept getting canceled. And I'm like, oh, geez. Like, because I don't take leave the weekend, and I could get into trouble technically if I do that. So that was a little scary, but fantastic time. I got some sun. That's still from there, and I got some more today. But it was a really good time. Unfortunately, for the pod, I didn't bring my laptop because I was like, I always bring my laptop on trips because it's like it's good to have if you ever need it. But I was like, I don't need it. I don't like. Why would I need it? I think I was sitting in the airport getting ready to board, and I was just like, guys, I didn't upload the pod. And I was just like, I can definitely do it from my laptop. And I was like, I can't believe I forgot my fucking I was going to try to borrow Connor's when I went to his place Wednesday. And Jake was like, just like, don't worry.
Yeah, it's
like
really all good.
But I feel bad. I don't like letting anyone down, especially you guys and like the listeners and stuff. So I'll wear that. That's on me. Completely my fault. I should have just got it done Tuesday when we recorded. Yeah, but yeah, that was my week. That was my weekend review from 2 weeks ago. JT, what's been happening on your end?
It's really all good. By the way, as well. I'm glad. It sounds like you had a great time. Sounds like you had a successful time. You know, came back with some hardware. But what's going on with me? Oh yeah, just turned 29 a couple days back. So, 29, I feel like turning 29 is kind of similar to just turning 19. It's just kind of that number before 30,
One more.
So it was good. I had a couple of the close buddies from home came down, visited me. Brett and Hambone and Chance drove down from Charlotte. So we had a good time, just kind of went out on the town. We were going to go to the Braves game. We went down to the Braves, area, and we're going to try to snipe some game time tickets because sometimes they'll drop real low as the game starts, and they never did. So we were like, but we just sat in one of the bars right outside the stadium and watched the game. Had a really good time doing that. So that was fun. Great time. We had a really good time. It was just one of those times with the boys, It's always good to see the close buddies from home. We don't get together nowhere near as much as we used to. So I was glad they got to come down, So that was cool. Had a good time. And now we're back at it, we don't need to talk about work too much, but I just told you I'm kind of taking another job in my current company, which I'm super excited about starting next week. So a lot of moving parts have been happening. Super excited about that. So that is going to be great. Just a lot. I feel like, it's been a busy, quick month, how when you got a million things going on and it just cooks right by, but it was good. Everything's been good, man. Springtime weather's been so nice down here. The humidity has not come out to play yet. So it's just been nice and warm. Just feels good. Sun's been shining. There's just something about the sunshine that just makes your day better. So life's been good, man. No complaints at all. Happy to be here,
Absolutely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And yeah, I completely forgot. Well, I didn't forget, but I did forget that it was your birthday recently because I wished you happy birthday, but I was like, oh yeah, you just had a birthday.
No, you didn't. Yeah, you didn't forget the day of. And then I also just forgot as well that it was just my birthday. So we're on the same page. I was like, I know something just happened. So So yeah, that's cool. Um,
Are you a big birthday guy? Are you a bit like, do you
No.
want to be celebrated? Do you want the cake? You want the big
I'm not.
balloons?
I'm truly like, and that's not a, oh, I'm Mr. I don't care about anything. Because I care about a lot of things. I'm a pretty sensitive guy at the heart. But truly, I don't care to be celebrated. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need the big all craziness stuff. Like, happy birthday. We go get a beer or whatever. That's good. I don't need a big party. I don't need big cake. I don't need any of that stuff. And that's funny because me and Angie always have that conversation because she loves. That's one of the things I love about her. She loves like, sorry, I'm saying like, but she loves grand gestures. For the smallest things, holidays, congratulations, birthday. Starting something new. She loves that. She loves doing that for people, and it's so funny because I am just like, you don't need to do this stuff, but that's something that I love about it. But no, I'm not the super big guy like that. What about you?
I'm the same. I'm the same when it
Yeah.
comes to me. I don't need any accolades. I don't need anything crazy. Like
Mhm.
just like, and I don't even. It's like the happy birthday texts and stuff. I try to do even for my close friends. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I try to say like, hey, happy birthday. I appreciate it. Sometimes I'll even like Venmo them $10 or something. Be like, hey, beer on me or something like that. Just something small to just let them know I'm thinking of them. But honestly, when people do it to me, I'm just like, hey, I appreciate it. Like I almost feel overwhelmed that I have to respond and say thank you. You know what I mean? It's like I'd rather just be oblivious and be like, don't even like, just leave me alone. Like my birthday,
Mhm.
just leave me alone, honestly. And that's not the correct response, probably.
Yeah.
But internally, it's like, I just want my day of peace. I want my day of peace.
Yeah.
I don't need my third Aunt Ruth, who I never
Right.
talked to say happy birthday. I don't have a second great Aunt Ruth or whatever, but it's like, I don't need coming out of the woodwork that I don't really talk to send me a happy birthday.
Right.
I do appreciate some people that like maybe haven't reached out in a long time or something like that. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, I hope you're doing well and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's all perspective, I guess. I will say, I think birthdays are a good time to just show, just show you care about someone. You know what I mean? Like with a loved one and stuff like that. So I do think it's not a test, but I do think that's a good time to like just be like, hey, like, I really appreciate it and you had a great year or something like that. You know what I mean? But obviously you can do that for a lot of things. So I do think birthdays can be used to express and show how much you appreciate someone.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, because I feel like I don't think it's a big deal on a birthday. So in the past, I don't like go all out for the other person because it's like it's just a day. It's a birthday. It's a day. Who cares? Because I don't
Hmm.
really care, but other people probably do.
Yeah,
And I think I need to do better of just being like,
for
of
sure.
taking off the Larry David glasses and being, more human like and more
Yeah.
caring in a sense and thinking maybe the world doesn't revolve around me. So, but
No,
I
I
think
feel it. Yeah. I definitely feel it. Um, because it's like some people do love the big birthday celebration, right? And if we're in similar boats where it's like, we're like, oh, okay, thanks, happy birthday. Like, I'm good. Um, yeah, because some people do love that. Some people love the big birthday, and then you tend to think about how you feel about a thing, and you think everyone thinks that way. You know what I mean?
yeah,
For sure. So I fully get that.
everyone is their own main character in their life.
Right. But
So
here's the thing on the flip flop, right? I believe you have to romanticize your life. You have to go about your day like you're the main character and enjoy your life and do things like that. So I get it. Like, yeah, we have to care about how other people think, but I 100% think you should romanticize the hell out of your life and be the main character of your story. I fully believe that. I do.
I agree. I like the romanticize word. Romanticize your own life.
It's true. I truly like. That's one of the things I tell Angie all the time. You can easily get so hung up in your just day to day of being a person, of being an adult, where you need to take a step back and be like, listen, dude, we're alive. Let's go outside and run in the rain. Do something like you're in a movie. You know what I mean? So I think it's important to think about those things sometimes. It's so I'm guilty too. It's so easy to get hung up on just like your day to day adult duties, you know. So I'm a big fan. That's a good word. I do agree. Romanticizing your life, that's a good goal to have,
It's a good goal. It's also a good title for a podcast episode. Maybe even this one.
Oh shit. Hell yeah. 100%. I love it, Tiggy Nation. Sometimes I love Jake and I miss Jake. Sometimes our one-on-ones can turn a little electrifying, not even purposely,
We share two neurons, one on each, and they're firing right now,
100%, yes.
And I felt like I did that today, where after golf, I had a golf tournament today, did all right. The playing partners we played with, one of the guys looked like Aaron Rodgers. And he had to have been over 50 because he was playing from the tees up. And I asked his buddy, they were nearby, they were living further east and stuff like that. And I guess they do a lot of 2 minutes together. And I was like, this guy, he's like if Aaron Rodgers didn't smoke weed and just hit the weight room every day because he was jacked. And he was laughing. He hit the ball and he was like, yeah, that's actually Aaron Rodgers' second cousin, like legit. And I'm like, what? And he was like, yeah.
No way.
And so I played with Aaron Rodgers' cousin to some degree. I think he said second, but he looked just like him. Massive guy, like 6'5", 6'6", yoked out of his mind, but he was older and stuff. But he looked just like Aaron Rodgers in the face. And I was like, that's very uncanny. And hopefully the other guy doesn't tell him the joke I made because it could be bad. But
dude, that's sick though.
It was really cool. But then after golf, I came back and I had like an hour and a half and I was like, should I just shower and just, I don't know, play video games or I don't know, just chill on my computer? I was like, you know what? We have a pool in our apartment complex and I've been in the pool. I've lived here for 15 months. I've been in the pool maybe 8 times here.
Mm-hmm.
When you think about it, that's not really a lot.
Right.
And I was like, it's a gorgeous day off from work. I'm going to go to the pool. And I went out to the pool, went my little floaty, fell asleep in the sun. It was fantastic. And like you said, it felt good to get out there and just take a break and live a little life with nothing to worry about, not just doing the constant routine of really doing nothing. I don't know,
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm glad you got to do that. Well, speaking of your apartment, any new updates on your move going on?
So I think I mentioned that we did get accepted for a house. I don't know if I did mention that.
But I don't know if you mentioned if you got accepted for the house, so that's good.
Yeah,
I knew you were looking for houses and
we were looking for houses. We looked at a couple, but the issue was we were looking for a couple, but I have to give like 30 days notice to this apartment before I can move out. Troy and them have until like early June. So they're like, we want to find something where we can not put something down, but secure for late May, potentially. And we found a couple places and it's tough when you go house hunting and stuff. Cause every house you tour in your mind, you're like, this could be our new home. So every place you go and see, you can be like, oh, this is it. But it's we still have a couple we got to look at. There's pros and cons. But every time when you're in there, you're in the new car. You want to be like, oh, I'm driving this off the lot. Mm-hmm. When you really just got to think about it. So there was a couple things where a lot of some people liked, and I was like, I don't know. I felt like I had to be the voice of reason on a lot of the ones because also Troy is married, so they're getting the master suite bedroom with everything, so their room's going to be sick regardless. Mm-hmm. Me and another guy have the single rooms and I have to be like, well, I'm doing it from the single person perspective. Does everyone have a bathroom? Does everyone have like enough space in the bathroom? How far away are the bathrooms from like are they connected to the bedrooms? Do we have extra space for like our gaming systems? Because if our bedrooms aren't that big, they have to be in a public place. Is there a place for them and stuff? So this is all going in my mind. It's easy for the married couple getting the big suite. It's very easy for them. So I have to be the voice of reason on that. And I think we have a very good house. The rent's really good. It's closer to more active spots in Phoenix. And it's right by Westgate, which is by State Farm Marina. Or State Farm Stadium and stuff. So that'll be super cool. A lot of cool restaurants and stuff, very lively down there. They kind of have like a little market square and stuff. So should be really cool. And the guy coming down from Texas, he's going to be our fourth. And we've just played video games with him. We met him a couple times. Super great guy, very vibey, very brings some young energy into us. And he's just very positive human. And I think people just need more of that and stuff. So it's going to be a great time. We have a house secured. So May 15th, we will be moving in technically. And then probably by the end of May, I'll be out of this place fully. So looking forward to that. Very exciting.
Nice. That is very exciting. Very exciting stuff. Sounds like it's in a good spot. So is it an area like, can you walk to places, or is you just close to kind of downtown or whatever you were saying?
I
just always thought like, because me and Angie, we just moved a few months ago. I really wanted to move somewhere where we could walk, to the market square or whatever. Because I just think that is so cool to just have, you know what I mean? Being able to walk to, a downtown or a little square,
Yeah. I don't know that we can fully walk there, but it would probably be under a 5-minute drive, so it's just quick hop in. We drive out there, super easy. The walk might be a mile or two. So, if we're really messed up one night and we can't get an Uber, we can just walk home, I guess. But yeah, super exciting though. Super exciting.
Good. Yeah, that's good. That's real exciting. Love it. Love it for you. Switching gears real quick. I had a couple things here that I wanted to dive into. First off, have you seen any of the clips or trailers or anything for the new Planet of the Apes movie?
So I think I saw one of the trailers. I think I saw one in theaters, and I was jazzed up. I think the Planet of the Apes trilogy in general is very underrated and never gets talked about because the movies are unreal.
Yeah.
In terms of the special effects and even the storytelling, the action, it's just very unique. And the whole underlying story with the Alzheimer's drug and the epidemic or pandemic, whatever it is really cool. And it's kind of, I think we talked about it, how it's very relatable to COVID in a sense as well. So I think it's super cool, and how it was like biogenerated and stuff. So to answer your question with a minute and a half of bullshit, yes, I've seen the trailer.
Well, within the last few days, they've released some more clips in another trailer. And dude, I'm going to send it to you when we get off here because it looks incredible. Like, I am actually super hyped up for it. The effects look sick. The storyline looks sick. I mean, so it's, to my understanding, it's 300 years after Caesar dies.
Is it?
The new one coming out.
Is it actually?
I didn't realize it was that far ahead, but that's what I've been reading the past few days.
Okay, because one of the characters looks like Caesar's son.
Right. And I believe, now I don't fully know. I don't know if anyone even fully knows. You know how super nerds are about stuff. Mm-hmm. But the main guy, the main chimpanzee, is a descendant of Caesar, obviously. Okay. And then the new king is like a fake Caesar. Like, he is claiming he's the king, and
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and it's years and years. He's not saying like I am Caesar, but he is like a false Caesar almost, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
And dude, just the clips I've seen, I am super pumped. I mean, the visuals look insane. And so a little bit on the story is, you know how in the very old ones from the back in the day, and it kind of led into it with the new trilogy, how the sickness that killed most of humanity, like the ones that did not get killed from it, kind of regressed humanity. So they're not intelligent. They don't talk. They're kind of like cave people, right?
To preface, I
That
have not seen the older
that
ones. So.
no, no. So, but it's all good. So it's almost reversed. So in the original ones, it's this planet of super intelligent apes, and humans are like chimpanzees, right? They're
Mhm.
smart, but they can't talk. They
Yeah.
can't do any of that. And so apparently this new one is so the bad king guy who leads all the, kingdom of apes or whatever. He tries to hunt down all remaining humans because he's heard stories from back in the day that humans kept them in cages and all that shit. And then the Caesar descendant is like, hold up now, like humans might not be that bad. And it looks super cool. I can't wait for you to watch these new clips. I'm super pumped up about it. It comes out in like 2 weeks. I haven't been to the theaters in a minute, but I really want to go see that one in the theater. Super pumped. I had to touch on it.
Yeah. I love the trilogy. I think it's incredible. I mean, I already mentioned it, and the actors they get in them are phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know the female lead who's going to be like the main kind of human, but she looks very similar to Anya Taylor-Joy in a
Yeah.
sense. Like a little Anya. Naturally, it's not because Anya's, I don't know, probably mid-20s, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But super cool. Which of the 8 movies is your favorite?
Honestly, I think I like the second one of the newest trilogy,
Mhm.
where what is that? Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, where it's after James Franco.
Mhm.
And I just right off the rip, the movie starts with them in the jungle hunting. I can't remember, deer or whatever. And
Mhm.
just that if you remember, like that opening sequence of them hunting alone, I'm just like, this is fucking insane. So good. So I
Yeah.
think that's probably my favorite one. I think the
Yeah.
storyline in that one, I think that had the best storyline.
Yeah.
What?
I think I completely agree. I think the second one is just by far the best movie
Mm-hmm.
of them all. I like the one. I like one with James Franco and the guy from Secession. And was it Draco Malfoy's in it?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
That's a good one, and it's a good opening. Tells the story and it brings in Koba and stuff like that. Second one, phenomenal. Like literally battle to battle ape. It's
Yeah.
Mufasa and Simba, or
Yeah.
Scar and
Yeah.
Mufasa. You have that
For
moment.
sure.
It's sick. And I mean, Gary Oldman's in it. The male actor as well. I think that's Carrie Russell too. Is the female
Yeah.
like wife and the main guy. I don't know. Kind
I
of looks like Matthew McConaughey a little bit.
Yeah, so I always forget that dude's name, but he's in some good stuff. Like he's in Great Gatsby with Leo. He's in that Lawless movie with Shia LaBeouf. So I always forget his name, but I really like the cast as well.
Really good cast, really good movie, and it's just like it's so good. And there's a list of movies where the sequel is better than the original,
Mm-hmm.
and this is definitely one of those movies as well. Like this movie, I remember seeing in theaters, and I saw this one before the first one. I was like, I have to watch more of these, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just so good. It's so good. And have you seen the marketing? They have guys dressed as apes riding horses in New York
Right.
City and other cities and stuff.
That's going on right now, dude. I'm like, oh shit. They're really getting ready for this movie. So yeah, I'm super pumped that's coming back. I think they just crush it. I think all three of them, they've crushed. This new one looks like it's gonna crush. So I'm super pumped. But you said Mufasa. I don't know if you knew this. Disney released a Mufasa movie trailer they're coming out with.
Ooh, it's live action, right?
Well, live action, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
What does that
yes.
mean? What does this mean with live action? We're doing
It
air
looks
quotes.
it looks like live action, but none of it's actual live action.
Yeah, because
Similar to
obviously we can't have actual lions, you know.
yeah, acting, but yes, live action. I can't. Obviously, it's about young Mufasa, but the trailer didn't give much of the story, what it's about, other than it's Mufasa. I'm assuming Scar's going to be in it. Um, but I'm a sucker for that stuff. I mean, live action Lion King, it was okay. I mean, it wasn't anything groundbreaking other than holy shit, Lion King is making a live action. You know what I mean? Um, so I mean, I'm definitely excited to watch it. Trailer didn't really give too much, but
Don't you kind
sucker.
of like that though? Don't you kind of like that?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I mean, that's a great point because trailers tend to give too much now, and you already know what the whole damn movie's about. You know,
Yeah.
and I didn't realize that comes out soon. That comes out in December, so that'll be coming up. A lot of action. Damn, now that I'm sitting here brainstorming, there's been a lot of trailer drops recently. Did we talk about? I can't remember if we did. Did we talk about Deadpool in here? Deadpool and Wolverine trailer.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Yeah. I haven't seen the new trailer. I haven't seen it, and honestly, I don't even want to watch it. I don't even want to watch it because I'm gonna go, but I know the little girl's coming back. I know that girl's coming back. I know that.
Yeah, I think she'll be in it. That one looks awesome. It's super cool. I don't know if they purposely did it. I feel like they probably did. Everything's purposeful these days. The very beginning sequence of the new trailer looks exactly like the beginning of the Wolverine game trailer.
Oh, okay. I haven't
Where
played that.
when it's not out, that game, I don't know when it's coming out. And I think the trailer is legit one clip, but it's just Wolverine sitting at a bar, and the camera comes zooming in from the back, and you just see like the back of him. But that's how the trailer started for the movie. Yeah. And I'm like, oh shit, that was definitely purposeful, I think. But it looks good, man. Like we know the TVA's involved, so I'm gonna maybe guess Owen Wilson will be in it. You know, that would be super cool. It looks really good. Really exciting. Effects look great. Hugh Jackman looks freaking massive in it. So I'm super pumped for that as well.
Yeah, super cool. When does that officially come out? Do we have a release date?
Oh geez. I honestly do not know. I don't know.
They might keep it to like the holidays this year.
Yeah, hold on, let's see. I think they have a release date on it. Deadpool and Wolverine release date.
I really hope it's not going to be next year, though.
Oh, shit, dude. No, it comes out in July.
Fuck yeah. Okay, awesome.
So, yeah, we got a lot of goodness coming out. And it all seems good. Well, you know, they crush trailers. Disney knows how to crush trailers. Any of these new movies know how to crush trailers. But they all seem like good quality. All these movies coming up that we just talked about seem good.
Yeah. There's a lot. We haven't even really talked about Fall Guy as well with was it Ryan Gosling?
Yeah, and I think it's Emily Blunt too.
Mm-hmm.
So, to be honest, I don't even know what is it? What is that?
So I think it's Fall Guy, but basically he's a stunt double. And it just kind of tells the story of him becoming a stunt double and stuff like that for just a higher actor as well. So he's the fall guy because he's taking the falls, you know. And I don't know if Emily Blunt is like working on set as well and they fall in love or something like that, or I don't know. But I'm guessing that's the story, but I can't find the actual release date, but I'm pretty sure it comes out pretty soon.
Is that like a true story?
Let me click. Sorry, this is bad.
No, it's all good.
Fall Guy comes out Wednesday. Yeah. Opens Wednesday.
Oh shit!
Early access screenings. Ryan Gosling stars as Colt Seavers, a battle-scarred stuntman who, having left the business a year earlier to focus on both his physical and mental health, drafted Big
Bless
sneeze
you.
there. Drafted back into service, thank you, when the star of a mega budget studio movie being directed by his ex, Jody Moreno, played by Golden Globe Emily Blunt, goes missing. While the film's ruthless producer, Hannah Waddingham. That's
Oh shit!
from Ted
Nice. Yeah.
Lasso.
Yeah.
Maneuvers to keep the disappearance of star Aaron Taylor Johnson from Bullet Train a secret from the studio media. Colt performs the film's most outrageous stunts while trying to charm his way back into Jody's good graces. But the ministry or started parts. Colt will. Okay, so he ends up finding his way because someone goes missing, and then he ends up like digging further, and it's going to be kind of like a mystery action thing with him and his ex Emily Blunt and stuff like that. So seems cool. Seems interesting. Ryan Gosling movies are, for the most part, pretty good, and Emily Blunt's phenomenal, and Ted Lasso, and a lot of big actors. So it seems cool. It's going to be probably won't win any awards, but it's going to be like a super light comedy with action and stuff, which is everyone loves.
Mm-hmm. Fully agree. Yeah, that I actually just saw that trailer earlier today. Didn't know what it was, but that's cool. Great cast. Love that. So a lot of good stuff coming down the pipeline. Dune 2's now on Amazon to rent. I suck at doing homework. I have not seen it yet. So we are going to rent it this weekend and finally freaking watch it. Honestly, I haven't gotten much spoiled from me, other than I always see comparisons of Timothée Chalamet to Anakin. That's it. Other than that, I haven't gotten spoiled, so I'm excited to watch that.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be great. Do you have a big? Well, you're gonna watch it at home, obviously, when you rent it. Do you have a do you have like a popcorn or a snack or something you watch when you watch at home, or what do you do, or do you just sit there and watch?
Okay, that's great. If I'm in the movie theater, I always have to get a big Sprite. Usually we'll get a nice cookie dough bites, but if I'm at home, if I'm gonna get a snack, dude, I love Cheez-Its. Very basic snack, but Cheez-Its are so damn good. Like a nice Cheez-It. Me and Angie are big into making mocktails. So nothing crazy. All it really is we like to try a bunch of different flavored of the carbonated water, and then we'll put some little hint of juice, some kind of juice in it, pineapple juice, orange juice, whatever. And we'll just kind of make a little quote unquote mixed drink, but with no alcohol. And we'll just sit there and we'll have one of those when we watch stuff. So we're real into that right now too. What about you? Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun little thing.
Me, theater, I'm always getting a massive popcorn and a massive like Coke Zero or something. You have to go at the movies, and I think the movies is sick. I have this dumb movie pass that I don't use enough that I need to start using more, and I need to just go. Even if I'm by myself, I need to just go because it's gonna be a good time. You buy some popcorn, you get a drink, you sit there, and you get to turn everything off for 2 hours. So
I fully agree. We were on a movies kick. I haven't gone in a little bit, and I want to go back because I love the freaking movies. I think, just like what you said, the movies are awesome. It's such a. I don't think that'll ever go away. I think the movies is such a timeless thing to do with your family, your kids, your friends. It's just a fun thing to go do for a couple hours. Get some snacks, kick back, relax, watch a good movie. I don't think that'll ever grow out of style. I think the movies is awesome. I would love to go. I need to go back. Hoping to go back for Planet of the Apes here in a couple weeks.
As well. And after that week, you're going to have to go the following week to go see the new Mad Max Furiosa.
Mm-hmm.
Because that looks incredible.
It does.
And the first one we saw, I don't know, 7 years ago with Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron. It was really good, but I didn't understand what exactly was happening and why. You know what I mean?
Right. 100. Me too. Same.
You just kind of get jumped in and you're kind of catching up a little bit. And it's just really sick action. And the set's cool, the music's cool, it's big explosions. Everything about it seems really cool, but the story might have been lacking because what the hell is actually going on? It was a little strange. This one, I think we're going to get more of the history, obviously, of Furiosa, and probably the whole realm of Mad Max, which I think is very interesting. So I'm excited for more lore about Mad Max, as well as Anya Taylor-Joy, incredible. And I think she might have been like the perfect choice for this young Furiosa. She seems badass and awesome.
Yeah. No, it does look good. Same thing when I saw the first Mad Max. It was kind of like one of those things. Ted McDonald, shout out, friend of the pod. He was real into wanting me and Jake to watch it, and we watched it. But it was kind of one of those things. You, like you said, you just kind of turn it on and you're just along for the ride. I had no clue what the hell was going on the whole time.
Yeah.
Sweet action, sweet visuals. Tom Hardy's awesome. So I liked it, but you're right. Like, I didn't know what was going on. And I'm excited. That picture you sent to our Twitter group, she looks badass. So that's good too, man. It seems like there's a lot of good stuff coming out in the next few months. So that's exciting.
A lot of good stuff. I assume the big releases generally come out, May, June, July for the summer, and the winter, November, Christmas. December for people being home. And it's like, oh, let's go to the movies, because there's no school and stuff, a lot of that, a lot more free time. So it makes sense. But damn, incredible lineup for movies. And speaking about movies, and Jake's gonna be mad he's not here to debate this, but I know you're not gonna be happy with me.
Oh, okay.
So I went to Apple TV. I was just scrolling, and I'm just looking for something to watch, and I found a movie that I've seen before, and I was like, I don't know if you guys have watched these, but I know you guys have watched Star Wars, obviously, and are massive Star Wars fans.
Okay.
And so I saw it was Star Trek with Chris Pine and I don't know the rest of the actors. The guy Spock, who was literally born to play Spock because he looks so much like the older one and stuff.
Is that to do with the ears?
Mm-hmm.
That guy, I haven't watched it, but that guy does look like the other guy. Yep.
He looks just like the older Spock and stuff. It's crazy. And everything about Star Trek was so good. Like, the newer Star Trek movies are incredible, are very good. And I think as this like standalone Star Trek, I think they do a better job of, and maybe it's just more simpler to understand, but also there's no real lineage. Like with Star Wars, the lineage of, Anakin, Skywalker, all that lineage plays such a big part, whereas Star Trek, not really as much. But they explain alternate realities and stuff like that. And I'm like, this was before Marvel had kind of done that. And I'm sure throughout the time, I mean, obviously Back to the Future, they kind of went over and stuff like that. And I was like, that was pretty early for alternate reality. And to do it how they did it, I thought was really good. And everything about the new Star Treks, the suits look good, the colors, everything's really cool. It's funny. And Chris Pine is really, really good. That's his name, right? Chris Pine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just fantastic. Couldn't say enough good things about the newer Star Trek movies, but I think they stopped. I don't know if the story's over, but I would love it if Chris Pine would just do more Star Trek stuff. I think it's so cool. Maybe even a show, maybe even like a big time show. Because Star Trek back in the day, it's a show with hundreds of episodes, I'm pretty sure. It's not even movies. It's just hundreds of episodes. So, well, I think they did do movies as well, but I don't know. I think that'd be sick. Again, I think Star Wars is cool, but these Star Trek movies are fantastic as well.
Yeah. Maybe I need to watch them. I never watched them. I think there was a little bit of a what's the word? Like, oh my gosh, what's the word I'm thinking of? I felt like I had to stay true to Star Wars, right? Like, I'm like, I can't be a Star Trek guy. What's that word?
I think
what am I trying to think of? Like,
you're just a homer for Star Wars? Like, you gotta You got to stay on one side of the fence.
Yeah, like as if I'm a fan of their sporting teams or something. I don't know. Maybe I need to check them out because I'm a big nerd for stuff like that, man. I love sci-fi stuff, so maybe I need to check it out. Chris Pine, great actor.
Yeah.
So
I think it's a very easy watch.
Mm-hmm.
And
how many are there? Is there just one or?
I think there's 3 of the newer
I thought there was a
ones.
few.
And I know the second one is kind of a remake of, I think, Wrath of Khan. I think it's the second or third one. The newer one is somewhat of like a newer remake of one of the older ones. And the only reason why I'm putting that together is in Seinfeld, they say Wrath of Khan. And there's a guy named Khan in one of the movies. And oh, yeah, he's mad. So I put that together. So I think it's very similar. But I would give it a watch. I think everyone, you don't need to have any prior knowledge going in. They tell you the brief backstory throughout it. They kind of have like flashbacks and stuff. And it's super easy watch. And if you're a Star Wars fan, you might watch the Star Trek too, and you might enjoy it. Maybe you don't like it because there's not that much lore and the lineage and stuff, but still a fantastic watch. And yeah, just big fan.
I'm gonna have to check it out for sure. But on that same note, we're cooking right here with flow conversation today. But May the 4th is coming up, and so I believe they are playing Phantom Menace in theaters this weekend, which is great. Probably won't get to the theater, but that's exciting. Especially, for like our age people who that was probably one of the first movies you could remember going to the movies to. And then if you're big Star Wars fans, seeing that on the big screen, the pod race, all that stuff, that just sounds electric. Duel of Fates, very underrated Star Wars battle, so that just sounds like a freaking fun time.
So this might come as a shock. Actually, probably not even a shock. I don't think I've seen Phantom Menace all the way through.
What?
I do not think. We used to have them on
VHS.
We used to have them on VHS back in the day. I didn't see it in theaters. I've seen all of Clone Wars or Attack of the Clones, which I really like. I really like Attack of the Clones.
I do too.
It's a little wonky with the special effects and the jumping and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think it's visually very appeasing because all the animals, like the battle with the animals is cool. You get to see Anakin before he turns. You know what I mean? Like he's still good Anakin. He's still good Anakin with Padme, and he's trying to do the right thing. Like he hasn't even like begun to turn. He's doing it all for the good. Mace Windu. So many good things about Attack of the Clones. And
Attack of the Clones, love it. I do too.
I think it's very underrated. I'm trying to pull up Harkins Theaters because you know what? If it's showing Saturday, I don't really have a lot going on Saturday. I might just go see it.
Yeah.
Honestly. I think that'd be very cool.
That'd be a great way to watch it first time all the way through.
Yeah, in the theaters. Let's see. Fall Guys out. Phantom Menace 25th anniversary. Oh my gosh, there is 8 showtimes. 8 of them. 11:50, 12:40, 3 o'clock, 3:50.
Hey, maybe I'll have to go. Maybe we'll have to go and make a thing out of it, man, because it's so good. And I honestly think you'll love it. Especially if you love Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith and the ones we were growing up, it's so good. So much exciting stuff. So many, I know, and they probably remastered the CGI for this to make it look better. I'm guessing that. I don't know if they did. They probably are going to make it look a little visually more up to date. Good lightsaber fights. The pod race is sick. I think you would love it. I think you should go. I think that sounds great.
And I'm just looking. There's so many good movies out right now. First of all, apparently there's this thing called Spider Mondays at my theater. Spider-Man 3 went yesterday, I guess.
Oh, that's fun.
Just old movies. But there's The Mummy 25th anniversary is out this week as well, with Brendan Fraser. Fantastic. The Long Game is, I forget who it is. I think it's Dennis Quaid. It's about golf, and it's teaching some people that don't really know how to play or something, or they just play for free, and they're like, hey, I'll teach you how to play, and they get together like a high school golf team. It reminds me of McFarland USA, when not Dennis Quaid, but Kevin Costner teaches these Latin boys to run cross country and stuff.
Oh, cool.
And Dennis Quaid and Kevin Costner, I always get them confused and stuff like that. I'm like, they're very similar. And
Yeah,
it's kind of going to be the same kind of movie. Very feel good story. Fantastic. The new Ghostbusters, I think, looks sick. Mainly because Paul Rudd's in it. And I think it's going to be awesome.
Oh, shit.
I think it's like, and it's got Finn Wolfhard from.
Oh, okay. Like, yeah.
This will be good.
Too.
Paul Rudd will keep it light. Like, this is going to be an awesome movie. The Fall Guys, I guess, is out this week. Dune Part 2 is still out. Challengers is out with Zendaya, where she's like a tennis prodigy.
Okay. Oh, man. Yeah, I saw that too.
She's having like 3 ways with a bunch of guys and stuff. I don't know. So all those are out. Alien, 45th anniversary of Alien is out. Did Alien really come out 45 years ago? That's
crazy.
And a new movie, Monkey Man, which is I think it's an M. Night Shyamalan movie. M. Night Shyamalan. Dev Patel's in it. He directed and he's starring in it as well. And it seems very cool. It seems like a really cool movie.
I think I did see that because I remember it was Dev Patel, and they were doing, this was during when Avatar came out, and Dev Patel was Zuko in the M. Night Shyamalan, however you say his name. He was Zuko in his movie that sucked, but Dev Patel is still good, so that's cool.
Yeah, so a lot of good things to the theaters. I will be at the theaters Saturday for sure.
Oh, yes. Can't wait to talk about this.
Unfortunately, I might just have to go see Fall Guy on Sunday because the only things out this weekend are Fall Guy, Phantom Menace, and Tarot cards. I don't know, some scary movie, which I will not be seeing. So I think I'm going to watch that. I'm going to watch Star Wars and then, Fall Guy.
Shit. I can't wait to talk about it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Excited. Also, I mean, dude, this whole theater, I mean, Monday was Amazing Spider-Man. Tuesday, Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn Part 2. Like, do we have any new movies or are we just replaying old ones? Not that that's a bad thing, but.
Maybe the theater is almost turning into a drive-in as well, where they just play old movies.
I, first of all, love a good drive-in.
Drive-in was always fun. That was always a thing when you were a kid, right? Like, hey, we're going to drive-in. That was always so fun. You always got warm and cozy, maybe sat in the back of the truck or whatever. Oh, that's fun.
You can hide under blankets and sneak in.
Yeah, right. Like you just all cozied up under the blankets and eating snacks and stuff. Oh, that sounds like a great time.
Oh, fantastic. I love it. We have a drive-in out here where I've gone before. Really cool. Like I want to say there should be more drive-ins, but honestly, the movie theaters don't get filled up either. So
yeah, for sure. Sure.
Also, next week, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is on.
Yes. So, May 10th or something, right?
Yep, May 10th, but naturally you can see it at 3 p.m. on Thursdays as well.
That's right.
So
that's right.
I will be seeing that.
I cannot wait, and I cannot wait to send you these videos when I get off of here, because you know how like sometimes it's no news here. They'll just be maybe like a 1 minute clip that gets released as opposed to a trailer where you're seeing like actual part of the movie. And you're like, oh shit! Like I can't wait to. It looks so good. I can't wait for it.
I'm excited. So many good movies. I'm kind of sad because it looks like the next 3 weeks are only like Fall Guy and Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. So I might have to go to the movies sometime this week to see these movies I want to see, or they maybe just didn't update their website. Hopefully that's the case, because I want to see that golf movie. I want to see Monkey Man. New Strangers movies coming out. Oh my!
Oh gosh, that's scary. That movie's scary.
Strangers?
Dude, is it with the masks and stuff?
Yeah.
That gave me nightmares for the longest time when I was younger. I don't remember what year it was. We watched it at our parents' old house, and it freaked the freaking crap out of me. Oh my gosh. So no thank you. No
Yeah.
thanks on that one.
So we, in high school, we would always go to a buddy's house. I'm not gonna name him here, but we would always go to his house like after football games and stuff. And we had like a little fire, everything. We'd always, stumble into the house and we would play the strangers every single weekend.
Oh man, that's scary.
JT, we never got to the end. Not once.
Right.
We'd always turn it off.
Too scary. Too freaking scary.
And one morning we watched the end and we were just like, thank God none of us were awake when we actually played this, but it's like, we're done watching this.
Too freaking scary.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Great
So
time. Great time to be a movie watcher.
So I will not be seeing that one. What else, Ignish? You got anything else on the list? We're at about an hour,
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun.
It's definitely been a time. Yeah, not much coming up. Got another golf tournament Friday. So hopefully, I don't know. I emailed the guys, they didn't respond to me. I tried to call them. They work at 11 p.m. I called them last night, no response. I'm like, I hope we're signed up. I hope we got our names in. If not, maybe I'll just take the day off anyway. And then maybe I'll go see a double feature movie. Actually,
there you go.
Actually, yeah. So
get some snacks.
Yeah. If not, we will be seeing May 3rd. Maybe I'll watch Star Wars then. God damn it. They're all Star Wars on Friday. I want to see the regular movies. Thursday's going to be the last day for regular movies.
Yeah.
I'll figure something out.
Good. No, yeah, good. We'll have to touch base on all these movies next week. But other than that, yeah, it's been a good week. We're going to keep grinding. I don't have anything. I think I touched on about everything. We'll follow up on some NASCAR next week. We'll be going to the NASCAR race in 2 Sundays from now in South Carolina. So excited for that. Excited to touch on that as well. So it'll be a great time. But as always, thank you guys for hopping in line with us once again. Glad to be back. School is back in session. So we are back and happy to be back. And we will not be saying any more ums or likes moving forward. So we will catch you next week. Bye-bye.